I'm trying out a new setup. I just got a new mic for the camera, a new ring light, so hopefully the quality has stepped up just a little bit, you know? It is May 8th. I'm filming this just a little bit late because your girl, she had some issues with her skin, so I'm doing better now. Finally put on some makeup today. I got a Kindle. I'm currently reading Play Along with one of my mutuals. Yeah, it's the matcha one, and it's got like a glittery case. But yeah, welcome back to my channel. I'm Abby. I make bookish content to slay. I literally say slay every single second. Today, I'm going to do my April reading wrap up, everything I read in April. I'm kind of excited because I have 4 physical books today. Let's get into the stats. I read 10 books. 4 of them were physical books. 4,063 pages read. Average rating 4.13. But yeah, let's just get into it. I'm actually going to talk about my DNFs first. The first book I DNF'd was The Cupcake Cottage by Jean Oram, which was a part of my TBR jar picks my April reads. I listened to the author read this on her YouTube channel, and I think I got to like 51% before DNFing it because I was just bored. It was cute at times. You know, I say this all the time, but I can understand why someone would enjoy it and rate it higher. But it just felt a little too corny and I was just really bored. And I'm trying to work on my DNFs this month because I feel like I've been a little too liberal with my DNFs so far this year. That's my fault. The second book I DNF'd was Lord Lost by Darren Shan. I don't know if you watch my 24-hour readathon, but I tried reading it during that and it was just, the first chapter was really good and then it got real boring. And the streamer I watch who like recommended it, right? I was like, they were talking about how traumatizing it was, but also they read it when they were like 13, so I mean, it takes a lot to traumatize me now, so I wanted to be traumatized and all I got was the main character's quirky uncle. Those were my DNFs, only 2 of them, so. The first book I read in April was Mile High by Liz Tomforde. I don't know if her name's Liz Tomforde or Liz Tomforde because the audiobooks I listen to, some of the narrators call her Liz Tomforde or Liz Tomforde. So I don't know which one it is. But yeah, I read a part of this in my 24-hour readathon. I gave it 3.75 stars. I've talked about this many times, but I originally tried to read it like the month before April, which I couldn't because Xander's gave me such an ick. Starting the first chapter out from Xander's point of view was not a good move for the author. If I didn't have like my friends convincing me to read the book, or seeing how cute Stevie and Xander's were in the second book, which was the right move, I would have never like picked it up again. But you know, I really loved the right move, so I was like, you know what, I'll give it a second chance. It's one of those books where you have to like get yourself like deep into it and really invest yourself in it before it starts getting good. And Xander's, he had the whole fuckboy thing going on and that is just not my cup of tea. But I'm glad he had a character development arc. If you want to read Mile High, give it a while because he will grow on you. Even the first chapter, I'm like, I don't think this is like a male character I could like. But yeah, give it a chance. It'll get better. Next book I read was A Crane Among Wolves by June Her. 4 stars. I read it during my 24-hour readathon. Not so 24-hour readathon. This book gave me emotional whiplash. It was insane. And to read it for so many like hours straight because of the content took a little toll on me, I won't lie. The book is actually based on a true story in Korea's history, which I got it here to read it. King Yeonsun, he ruled from 1494 to 1506 and was considered the worst tyrant in Korean history. Supposedly, he ruled decently for the first 9 years of his reign, but in 1504, after learning of how his mother had been executed, he went on a revenge spree that began the bloodiest purge of his reign. This is just like a little like disclaimer in the beginning of the book. Emboldened by the absolute power he held, Yeonsun began committing widespread atrocities, stealing land from the people to turn into his personal hunting grounds, executing his own family members, murdering government officials in the cruelest ways and kidnapping and enslaving women from every province. So yeah, this book has like a lot of trigger warnings. Pretty much everyone in the book. I picked this book up because it was intriguing, and apparently like there's a romance subplot in it, but it's not like in your face romance. Like it's very, is it stormy? As I was saying, it's not like in your face romance. It's very on the down low, you know? I was more interested in Isul trying to save her sister. What's the MMC's name? Daehyun? But yeah, the relationship between the FMC and the MMC was really cute. It was nice when it was at the center of the story and not like overshadowed by the atrocities that were happening in the book. I was originally gonna give it like 3.5 stars because where the ending was going, it turned around, so slay. Everything played out, and for that, I'm gonna give it the 4 stars. Next book I read was Imagine Me by Tahereh. This was a reread of my Shatter Me marathon, you know? It wasn't really a marathon, it happened over like the course of 2 months maybe. I gave this one 4 stars. It was my first time rereading it, so it was very chaotic and messy. This book gave me whiplash because of everything that was going on. The different point of views. I'm pretty sure this is the book where Juliet was like crushing on Aaron's dad. Kenji carried this book on his back. I love you, Kenji. Mwah. 4 stars. Loved it. Love the Shatter Me series. Ooh, next book. Where's the next book? Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. Here's my tabs. They're cute. I read this during my 24-hour readathon, my not so 24-hour readathon. I was so invested. Like, the writing style at the beginning of the book was different in a way that I was very intrigued, you know? Like, it's just like you read a different type of writing style and you either love it or hate it. Like, I loved the writing style. It had me wanting more. This book is about 2 brothers, Peter and Ivan. It follows both of their lives after their dad dies. I think from cancer? I can't remember. Do I have short-term memory loss? Why can I not remember, like, details? The chapters switch between, like, Peter and Ivan. It's not like it's third person, but every chapter is, like, centered around one of the brothers. So I found myself loving Ivan's chapters more because he was so sweet. He's so sweet. And Peter, I did not like him. This book has very good quotes. It goes in deep about how humans process grief. I love that about it. Love the women in this book. They deserve better. Naomi and Sylvia, they deserve better than Peter. I don't like Peter. Like, am I the only one that did not like Peter? That's Intermezzo. And then I read Believe Me by Tahereh, which is the 5th novella, last novella in the first Shatter Me series. 4 stars. I don't know. I feel like I could have done without this book. Don't get me wrong. It's my first, like, I'm rereading it and I love it, but I feel like the series could have gone without 50, 75 pages of this. What do you mean I gotta go through all of that just to get to the damn wedding? Come on now. I just love Warner. I love Warner and Juliet. Bro, I be calling him every name in the book. Aaron, Warner, it's Aaron. Aaron. But Aaron was stressing me out while I was reading this. Like, I kind of get it. I kind of get the stress that he was under in that book because I too would be impatient about marrying Juliet. Reading this whole series over again just reignited my love for it. So good. I'm so mad because what do you mean? Why didn't they include the wedding? You gonna write all that and just not include the wedding? Juliet literally starts walking down the aisle. And he's not gonna, oh, that's it. I'm so mad. Be so for real. Next book I read was Caught Up by Liz Tomforde. I think this is the 3rd book in the Windy City series. I gave it 4 stars. And I can say with certainty that I am reading through the entire Windy City series because it is so good. So good. Kai Rhodes, he's a single dad. And Miller Montgomery, she's like a pastry chef. And his nanny. Shut up. So good. And the quotes in the book are so good. Oh my god. It made me tear up at some parts. Because what? Shut up. This book was so nice. I liked it. I'm also currently reading Play Along. I'm only like 26% in, but oh my god, I'm loving it. It is a reread. It was a part of my TBR jar picks my April reads, and I love this damn book so much. I first read it in 2023. It was like one of the first books I read when I was getting into the book community. It was kind of like on Book Talk before book Twitter. This book was addicting. This is my form of crack. This is my personal heaven. I fucking love this book. And look at the sprayed edges. Shut up. Oh my god. And that's Pookie. That's Pookie right there. This is my all-time favorite book of Emily Henry's. I love this damn book. When I was rereading it, I felt like I was reading it for the first time again, like all over again. I cried. This is the deluxe edition, which last year, like maybe like October, November, I don't know. I pre-ordered this. Spoilers. This edition has like a different ending than the Kindle edition that I originally read. It's not like a big difference, but there's a difference, you know? The layover epilogue is in this. Also, like, the layover epilogue, I skimmed it the first time I read it, so this is like truly my first time reading it. Shut up. Because what do you mean Charlie Lastra used to be January's editor? From Book Lover and fucking Poppy and Alex from The People We Meet on Vacation, also in it. I fucking love this book. Almost done, we're getting there. Next book, Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I gave this 4.25 stars, and I talked about this in my New Book New Me episode where I read it. If you want to go watch that, I'll put somewhere. It'll be there. I literally had no idea what to rate this book. Look how pretty the tabs are though, because it is just so different than all of her other books that she's written. But regardless, I still loved it. I still ate it up. It's a beautiful story, but it covers more darker topics: corruption, cults, grief. There's a twist. There's a twist somewhere in there. So yeah, throughout the book, I found myself more interested in Margaret's story than Hayden and Alice's relationship. That being said, I wish Emily had delved like further into the foundation of Hayden and Alice's relationship, because it felt a little forced, just a tiny bit. It wasn't like insta love, you know? Loved it. I'll read anything by Emily Henry. She could write my termination letter and I'd be so happy about it. I could leave that job feeling so content. It's different, but it's good. Next book. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Even if this book was not good, the cover, I love it. I love it. I love it. Watch Me by Tahereh. This is the first book in The New Republic, which is the spin-off new series based on Shatter Me. Love it. This book is set 10 years after everything that happened in the first series. This is one of my most anticipated reads of 2025. I gave this 4 stars. Absolutely love James and all the characters from the first series. Love them. Love seeing them back in action. Love seeing how they interacted with each other. They were so cute. I also filmed a video, a reading vlog on this. New Book, New Me. Go watch it. There will be spoilers in that video, so proceed with caution. Rosabelle scares me. She's gonna have to grow on me like Juliet did. This book gave me a lot of anxiety, and I know why, but I'm wondering if I'm just like really anxious for no reason or what. But I think the books are gonna get better as the series goes on, hence why this only has 4 stars. But yeah. And that's all the physical books I have. Nala! This is the final book. I Hope This Finds You Well by Natalie Sue. I gave this 4.5, but I rounded it up on Goodreads because I love this book. Let me talk about it. Can you believe that this is like a debut novel? Because I can't. What do you mean it's a debut novel? So it's basically about this admin worker, right? Her name is Jolene, right? You know, she likes to send emails to her coworkers. Regular emails, but at the bottom of the email, she'll write a very out-of-pocket insult or something, dig at them, and then she'll change the font color to white so they'll never see it, right? But then she gets called into her boss's office one morning, and she forgot to change the text color in one of her coworkers' emails, and she got in trouble. And her punishment, she has to go through like harassment training with this dude named Cliff. She's getting some restrictions put on her computer for work because after Cliff, the HR guy, he puts the settings on her computer, and I don't know what he did. On her computer, she has access to all of her employees' emails and direct messages. This book is literally one of my biggest fears because Jolene, she finds out exactly what people are saying about her behind her back, what they think of her, and it's just... And honestly, she finds out some other weird stuff that does not even apply to her, first of all. I felt so many different emotions reading this. I was angry, sad, happy, laughing. Yeah, I love this book. You know, if you read it, there's a hidden message beneath everything that happens. Basically, it just goes to show that there's always plenty of stuff going on in someone's life that you don't see on the surface. Not everything as it seems. I looked up the author and I'm like waiting to see if she has put out anything else. She hasn't. I'm sad about it. Those were all the books I read in April. Ooh, oh my god, it's so heavy. Nala. Let me know if you've read any of these books. I'm gonna go eat now, but if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I'm struggling here. Make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye. I can't wave. I'm sorry, but okay. Goodbye.